1,000 dreams, 1,000 disappointments, just reflections of reflections. And now, you.
Who are you?
I'm the mirror. I can show you things that can't be found with a fist. Has anyone ever told you about the Lucent?
What is it?
Not what. Who? This world is not what you think it is. Shine a light on it. You may not like what you find. And the brighter the light, the darker the shadow.
Hey, oh, hang on. Hey, there we go. Look at that. I was hanging in a chat earlier and Jim Cox said, "Hey, have you ever tried vertical streams?" And I'm like, what is this guy talking about? So I searched it and it's a thing apparently. I'm very tight in. I'm like constrained. I can't move much here. I need to get back a bit or something. I don't know if I can edit that. Who is the Lucent? When is the Lucent? Why is it wonky? I don't know if it is. I mean, this is a vertical live streaming. It's a thing apparently. You're supposed to look at it on your phone. But I'm looking at it on my desktop and it's not bad. I mean, it's just different, you know? It is what it is, I suppose. I am streaming. It should be streaming on Shorts, Bisco. Yes, Bisco. It actually should be streaming to the Shorts feed, which is interesting because you know most of my audience now, I get through Shorts. I've been streaming for 5 years, but there's not much crossover there. So, you know, I thought, all right, I've learned about this. Yeah, still in StreamYards. It's through StreamYards. That's why I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. So I thought I'd start with something a bit easy, just do a bit of a what's it called? You know, do some highlights or something. Jake is a vampire. Yeah, it's 4 a.m. where Jake is, and he's still awake. But I said, look, everyone is probably still over on Lord Raptor Jesus' stream, and you know, they get over 100 people over there, and it doesn't matter what hour of the day it is. Although I don't think coloring streams are quite as popular as today's drama. Is streaming in the Shorts feeds works? And this is bueno. Yeah, that's what the person said. They're like, be prepared for just random people turning up and saying, what the is this? So we'll see. I don't know. My hope is it's like, oh, people who've seen my shorts, like, oh yeah, I remember this guy. Hang on, Mel says, with chat on the phone, without. Oh, it's really small. It's really small if you want the chat. Can't you make it so the chat goes over the top? Like on the left or something? I don't know. I have to look into that. I got no idea. What's up, Pixel Trader? Let me look at on my Shorts feed. Is there a Shorts feed? I guess, yeah, you click Shorts. I don't know how to find it, though. Can you search through Shorts feed? Vertical Michael Bancroft? I don't know. There we go. It says I'm live, but if I click... Hang on. Yeah, if I click that, this is riveting stuff. It is! Smell! I can see it over the... I can see the chat over the top of the thing. That's only if you want to watch it. If you want to engage in the chat, yeah, you've got to go to the actual live stream. That is true, but you can still see the chat. Yeah. Okay, I got to stop listening to myself there. All right, this is cool. This is something different. I don't know if anyone's gonna watch. We've got 11 people watching. I mean, it is 4 a.m. Let's see how it goes. Let's do some coloring. I mean, I was gonna color anyway, so you know, may as well do this. It was you first, Creative Welshman. You were first, but unfortunately, this is a vertical live stream, and totally different thing. Totally different. Actually, I need to make this bigger. It's a little bit diminutive. My thing here. Make it bigger. There we go. Big enough. Make it. How about if I make it a bit wider? Does that affect? Yeah, I don't want to see that ugly thingamabob. Now, hang on. I haven't checked this file actually. I might have that same problem I had whenever I go from. No, I don't seem to. Hang on. Let me change the tolerance. I do. Son of a bitch. Hold on a sec. Stupid. That's not what I wanted to do. What's it doing? Why do I never remember how to do anything when I go live? All right, that's better. Okay. You guys can't even see what I'm doing here because actually, I'm not going to do that live on live. Is this StreamYards or OBS? It is StreamYards. I am in StreamYards streaming to the Shorts feed. Read it and weep. And shout out to Jim Cox for the suggestion. He said, apparently they're all the rage with the kids, the vertical live streams. And you know me, I'm down with the young folk. Can I still pull up chats? Let's have a look. Let's pull up your chat. Hey, it goes up there. I don't know. You can probably change that, like do a custom layout and everything. Like, again, I feel like my head is, I can't move much here. Right? I'm still waiting for these random ladies you mentioned to show up. Yeah, I know, right? It's definitely the time of night. That's the problem. That's why there's no random ladies. See, look at this nonsense here. Get rid of that. What did I do? See what I'm saying? This effect here is what happens when you transfer a file from bloody StreamYards. What am I saying? Bloody Clip Studio Paint to Photoshop. Some weird effect happens. Okay, I think I got the right formula now. Okay, good. Where you have to go back and fix up all your flats. It's very annoying. But I'm figuring it out. So we have Jim Cox to blame for this. Apparently you do. We'll see, you know. I think it's all new and fresh. So do videos play shrinked or do we get cropped? Let's have a look. I mean, all my videos in here are horizontal, so I'm gonna guess they play shrunken. Let's watch Raygun. Yeah, so it looks like you're gonna have to upload vertical videos if you want to do that. Look at Jake, he's so excited. I said to him, I just DM'd him and I said, I'm about to do a vertical live stream. He's like, what? But he was all cool and said it in Spanish. That's a bit bright there. What do you think about my book I'm writing? I mentioned it earlier in the comments. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Jokes aside, I'm inspired to write, this is Creative Welshman, a book that combines 18th century naval warfare, drama with sci-fi elements, and races that belong in a fantasy series that pays homage to classics like Sharp. I'm not familiar with Sharp. Look, anything can work if it's well written. It sounds kind of zany, but I'm down with zany. Anything can be a good story if it's well written. That's all I'm going to say. I do like naval warfare stories. I'm a fan. Actually, I like most war stories. Like a war movie that I'm currently watching with Mel, Predator. That has some funky stuff in it. She had seen it before, but she didn't remember it. All she remembered was that she was terrified by it. But she was 10 years old, she reckons, when she watched it. And I said, it's not super scary. It really is an action movie. It's got a little bit of the thrill to it, but it's not like you're not gonna it's not like a horror movie or anything. What are you guys saying? Here I was with my pen and paper, ready to learn how to color. Instead, I'm looking for my glasses to see this tiny video. Well, get out your phone. Get out your mobile phone, and it'll be bigger, apparently. I don't think I have anything to teach you, Dylan, about coloring comics. That piece you did, by the way, epic. The one with the dude crawling up the wall. I'll be definitely sharing that on the art share this week. I reckon it's a contender for the poll. Absolutely. We don't normally get black and whites winning, but there's a first for everything. Bisco says it would be super nice if there was a way to multi-stream to regular and vertical. There is. You can do it. However, from what I saw, it's just you set up another stream. So StreamYards will allow you to do both vertical and horizontal, regular. But I don't know if it's the same chat. I don't think it is. So I just wanted to test this, for now, to see what happens with it. It's Demifoot. Is that a new book by someone? I'm sure it is. Yeah, because you can just, I don't think you can add the same YouTube, but you can just do another. You can just set up a second live stream to air at the same time. And then it goes, because it streams to a different thing. It should be okay, maybe. I don't know. That's what the guy said. The guy on the YouTube said you definitely can. So I'm just going to take his word for it. Why are you coloring yourself? You think that's me, Rob? There? You wait until I weigh less than you. I'm going to rub it in. It's going to be a while. I'm plateauing hard. But I still don't even believe you that you weigh 83. I think that's a porky, as we like to say. This guy's hat would probably be blocking out a fair bit of light, I imagine, but I can put something on here. Maybe like a little bit like that, I don't know. It's a book I'm drawing for Darren Wagner, the older, fatter DWAG. Is that Darren fatter? I hadn't noticed that. It is weird that they have the same name. What do you think of this vertical format, Rob? You dig it? I don't know. YouTube did promise it would go to the shorts feed, so if anyone pops in here we don't recognize, then we can celebrate. 84 now. It's called a gym. Why would I go to a gym? I'm not trying to put on weight. I'm not trying to get sick gains, bro. I hate the gym. Ew. And some of us, have work to do. We can't all just be lounging around all day and then go to the gym, whenever we want. I reckon I should probably get a little bit on the old peccaroonies here. Get in there. Obviously, when you do the grads, you don't have to fill the whole thing in. I hate it with every fiber of my being. Of course you do. Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? Jake loves it. Jake's all for it. He's beaming with opportunities here. I don't like it, says David L. Fix it now. What's this weird looking screen? It's my first attempt to try to connect with the people who watch my shorts but never, ever, ever come to a live stream, of which there are many. The overwhelming majority of the people who watch my YouTube channel do not watch my shorts, live streams. So I thought, let's just give this a little try out. I didn't even know if it would go, like if it would be shared out to the regular stream crowd. So I thought, well, I probably should test it, yeah? You don't want those hollow sparrow limbs of a skinny man, Bancroft. Hey. Look at these thick, I can barely get my hand around it. They're so, these pythons are bursting. See, that's why I weigh more than Rob. I'm just naturally muscular compared to him, And as Kayla pointed out the other day, muscle weighs more than fat, which was a very important observation that she made. Massive fail, sister. Yeah, how many people are watching? We got 17. It's like 4:20 a.m. We'll see how it goes. It's everything. You gotta try something. You gotta try new things. Variety is the spice of life, I hear. I mean, if you don't get any of the short viewers, there's not much point. That is true. But we can, we can try. I don't know. It might be the wrong time. I can do it again. Does it have to have that thing on the side that I don't like? Maybe I just need to make a proper frame if I'm going to do this. If I'm going to put you all through this. But again, if I can figure out how to do both, then why wouldn't you? Simulcasts through the shorts feed and the regular feed. Win-win. I like the smaller screen, says Dillard. It lets me focus on the art that you now have to zoom in more now. Normally, you work too far away and it doesn't let me just get lost in your eyes for 2 hours like usual. Jesus. Dillard, I didn't know you felt that way. I appreciate it. I have an idea for the final issue of the Lucent. Splash page of Ella topless? David, I hate to disappoint. If you want to see Ella topless, you guys are going to have to sort that out amongst yourselves, So remember, like Tumblr fan art or something. as Rob pointed out the other day, like as far as he's concerned, it's go big or go home. But you know, Ella's not crushing in that department. She does have boobs. She just wears clothes. Marcos Martins, we have a colorist. Nice work, Mike. Thank you very much. Jake says, I won't draw it. I already went too far with the JFK Ella drawing. Oh, yeah, I remember that. You had a head blown off, if I recall. Is that what happened? Maybe I blocked it out of my memory. For anyone who isn't aware, I do, for most of my colors, not always, I like to do a little mask of the cuts, so then I can go over them with a soft brush. That's how I do my technique. I don't always do it, but most of the time, that's how I like to work. That's how I get those nice sharp edges. Go big tits, says David Al. You know, other characters can have big ones. It's not just all on one character. Hot damn, Marcos called you a colorist. You must be doing something right. I know, right? Are there limited amounts of shirt sizes on the campaign page? It depends. If you want to get it with the existing shirt, yes. But if you just want to get the new shirt by itself, then no, you get everything up to 5XL. But I've made a bundle as well, so you get both shirts for I think it's $30. Correct me if I'm wrong. And they're just whatever sizes I have left of the existing shirt. But the new shirt is yet to be printed. So yeah, you can have that in any size you desire. No problemo. I need a 5X to add to my order. Yeah, and I just made, in case anyone isn't aware, I worked very diligently to figure out how to make sure that you guys get, if you have backed before, you get a discount on the shipping. So if it's just a t-shirt, I think it's an extra $2 added to the shipping, because it has to be something. Back when I was doing flat rate shipping, I could make it just free shipping, but I got very close to getting caught out with that. We were down to the wire. And it ended up sucking about, I don't know, like $4,000 or something out of the profit, which I was going to put into this book, which is unfortunate. But you know, it was a long wait for that book, and the shipping prices did go up pretty significantly, so I did have to make it. I did have to make it shipping by weight, but I think it's still fairly competitive. But I figured it out, and I'm very proud of myself. Had to get an app to do it, but sorry, like because on Shopify you add to your store with these plugin apps. That's how you sort of get things done over there. Yep. Well, I'm not pre-making them. I will be ordering them. According to how many sell, essentially, pretty much. I'll get a couple more in each size, but that'll probably be it. I did order too many t-shirts last time. That's why I'm sort of hoping to get rid of a whole bunch of them with this bundle. Because I got a box right here. You can't really see it. Full of t-shirts. The Lucent Hidden Nips, says Creative Welshman. Yeah, exactly. They're all there. They're right there. The nips are there. You just can't see them. Because she's well dressed. Imagine having to pay for the shipping for a campaign from several years ago. Oh, dude. It's nasty. It is really nasty. It's you really don't want to be waiting longer than a year. It's bad out there. Like, the shipping goes up, the cost of everything goes up, and then you're stuck. Taxman comes and knocking. I just need to add the t-shirt only. Already backed the book and the ash can. There you go. Yeah, t-shirt only. That'll be an extra, because the t-shirt's $25, I think, plus the extra $2. That'll be $27. And you're set. Thank you very much. And it was cool because I got it. I figured out how to make it so that it only applies to people who've already backed. I was just like, damn, this is so, like, I know it's not super clever, but it's, compared to what's available to you on Indiegogo or Kickstarter, it's just like, oh my god, welcome to the new world. I don't know what's going on here. There's some sort of discoloration. I keep forgetting I can zoom in, because normally when I work now, I'm recording. So I forget. Like, it's just a habit now not to zoom in. But I'm not recording at the moment. I'm just streaming. I'm not actually recording a short, so I can do what I like. Although you shouldn't zoom in too much. Oh no, I ruined it. Let me go back. Damn it. I pressed the wrong thing. Hold on a sec. Let's get back going. Present. See, now I'm all big. Yes, present. Share screen. Thank you. Yes. Good. All right. Do not press F under any circumstance. Oh, it happened again. Don't do that either. All right. We're back. Good. Great deal on a cool shirt. Thank you. Yeah, I think it's going to come out amazing. Those colors are just going to sing. They're going to sing, I tells you. All right, let's not zoom in again, because then I can see all my little errors. We don't want that. So far, I have not noticed a horde of shorts viewers. So far, maybe that's why. Like, apparently, this thing came out a year ago, and all the videos that are hyping it up are like a year ago, and then there's nothing. It's like maybe they're like, you know what? We're gonna get shorts viewers who are used to flicking through 10-second long videos, and then going, I've had enough of this, to watch full extreme length content, and then it just didn't work. So then no one does it. No one talks about it. I didn't know about it. But again, if I can do both at the same time, I don't see why not. Why you wouldn't do it. Although it wouldn't really work. Like if I've got my screen, yeah, it actually, if you had to do two actual streams at once, probably wouldn't work. To do all the different stuff together. Bancroft extreme length. Well, extreme for them. I do the shortest streams of anyone. I'm like the 1 hour man, in and out. No one streams as short as I do. But for someone who's used to watching shorts, probably like a outrageous amount of time. Jake says, this willingness to try new things and put effort into them is why you succeed. I appreciate that. We'll see. Are you doing the Critical Blast fulfillment for the US for this book? He does fantastic work. Not for this book, no. And that's because I have a quota through my post office that I have to at least try to make, a decent effort to reach. And it gives me a pretty good deal. It's not the best. It's not quite as good as I think RJ could get, but it's not horrific. It's not like completely out of the bounds, like, oh my, I'm charging you $25 for a, a comic book or anything. I had wondered about doing that, but then I'd pretty much have to give up on my deal, which would mean I wouldn't really be able to send anything. And yeah, that doesn't work for me. I need to keep something going with the post office. Weird orientation of screen, says Awesome One. Yeah, we're streaming to the Shorts feed. Believe it or not, it is a thing. This guy has bigger tits than Ella. Give him a little bit of a overhang, which is fun. I've only ever drawn one big, not really even that fat. The old lady, she wasn't that fat. She was just old. I mean, she had an old lady's body. This guy's huge. Lol. Omaglitch said hi. Hello, Omaglitch. Whose book is this? This is my book. This is Fractured Mind that I'm funding currently. It has maybe you mean whose art is this? This is Rod Lupa's art. Maybe that's what you meant. Muscles. That's not really my thing. What do I do? Lumps and bumps. Some veins. Put in a little bit of thing in there with a vein. The Bancroftness awesomeness is real. Thank you, Omaglitch. I appreciate it. I try my best. Eerie Tales. Oh, here we go. What the hell is this short? I am a shorts viewer. I have no idea what all this is. Also, as an unrelated note, what even is the Lucent? I didn't know if that's... Are you a real shorts viewer, the Eerie Tales? That's like a perfect setup for me to just, go, see, this is awesome. We're reaching shorts viewers with a live stream. First of all, it's a live stream to the shorts feed. And then second of all, The Lucent is my graphic novel series, which is available to purchase and back as part of a crowdfund on my website, thelucentcomic.com. And it's amazing. And if you don't believe me, you can go there and read reviews from superstar comic book people like Mike Barron, acclaimed writer, who says The Lucent is 100% original and awesome. I added the awesome part, but that's what he meant. Per Berg, artist on Vatican City with Mark Miller, says it might be one of his favorite crowdfunded comics. He didn't say it definitely was, but it's still pretty good. I do hope that Eerie Tales is an actual shorts viewer and not just yanking my chain, trying to get me to believe it did appear on the shorts feed. I've done 3 of these, says Omaglitch. Live streams to the shorts feed. They're great. A whole new audience. See? All you doubting Thomases out there. See, it could just be the wrong time. I mean, it is, the middle of the night for the American audience. I wasn't expecting a fat dude in your book, says Awesome One. He doesn't stay long. He tries to put his hands on Ella. In her own dream. He says, like, get your hands off me, you damn dirty ape. And all these guys are like, what is this chick on? Is this for real? Why is she dressed like Carmen Sandiego and Viva Vendetta's redheaded stepchild? But very quickly, she jumps off his big belly and wallops him one in the face. So yeah, he doesn't last very long. David L says Bancroft is the best first-time creator in the indie scene. Wow, thank you, man. That's very high praise. I need to put that on the old website. Shame the audience isn't here right now. Yeah, they'd be ripping into me, I feel, with this format. I like it. I'm a fan of the shorts format. Obviously, the shorts have done exceedingly well for me. You won't hear any complaints coming from this bogan. But I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I understand that. Especially if you're looking at it on a desktop, it's not made for that, obviously. Hyper Wizard also draws comics. He does. I actually got a little sneaky peeky of Jake's upcoming Kickstarter, which looked amazing. Very, especially since I've been going through Kickstarters lately, checking them out, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And yeah, it's very professional looking. We'll see. Hopefully, that Kickstarter crowd will appreciate it, and I think they would. It's it's not an erotic fantasy, but there's definitely a erotic tinge to it. Erotic comedy. What's up, Jim Alaska? He says, I'm trying to apply myself this time. I can tell it looks really good. I saw you were using some things that I recognized on Reenie's page as well. She's always had fantastic campaign pages. See, it's good to learn from people who've done well in the past. All right. Just gotta clean up my masks a little bit here. Clean up my dirty masks. Make sure everything is above board. Looking good, looking good. I'm very hyped about the trailer. Can't wait to see what people think when they see it. I think they're going to be very pleasantly, I think they're going to enjoy it. I mean, if you've got that talent, use it, You've got that voice, speak with it. I don't know why I gave this guy bright orange eyes here, probably unintentionally. Let's just fix that. I mean, that should not be his hair color anyway. That's what really matters at the moment. But have a great day and night, Michael. It's 5 a.m. here. Got to get some sleep. You streaming tomorrow? Maybe I'll do this again tomorrow. We'll see. It would be around this time because it's after work. I'm in the office tomorrow, so who knows? But thank you for hanging out. And yeah, if you get that t-shirt, I hope you enjoy it. So yeah, thanks for being here. Hyper Wizard is that level of talent, says Dillard. Oh well, who said life was supposed to be fair? I can't tell if that was a compliment or an insult. Something's going on here. Things are happening. I've stuffed things up. Yep. Okay. Too many layers. It's 2 in the morning, dude. You need to stream at a more reasonable hour. Well, it's 6:49 by my clock. And my boss, she probably wouldn't be too pleased if while I was at work, I just said, you know what? I'm just going to live stream some drawing. So that's why I'm doing this. Also, I have just learned about streaming to the Shorts feed. I just, like a kid with a new toy, just had to get in here and test it out. And so far, we've only maybe gotten one. Actually, I could probably check. I could probably check if it's gotten to anyone in the shorts feed afterwards, because it'll tell you, in the analytics. Love you, dude. Just need to sleep. Thank you so much, Matt. Thanks for popping in and saying hi. Appreciate it. I do understand it is very, very late for my American friends. High praise coming from Dillard, says Jake. He thanks him. You are a powerhouse, he says. Jake choosing to accept the compliment at face value. Hey, I saw fewer than 20 viewers and assumed you were doing a Star Trek stream. Well, I think hey, you just made it 20. You just made it 20, Mo. So joke's on you. Officially better than the Star Trek stream. And Camel's here too. Why are you live in refrigerator format? Because I choose to be. We do these things. We choose to do these things not because they're popular, but because we're curious. It's Jim Cox who told me today, you can stream in a vertical format. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll look into that. And then I looked into it, and as Omeglitch said, apparently it does actually put you on different feeds. So I thought, all right, we'll check that out. Because I do have my shorts audience is significantly larger than my live stream audience. So I thought, well, let's check that out. And yeah, we've had maybe one, might have been yanking my chain though. We have Jim to blame for this retardation. Well, he just, these ideas are out there in the ether, and you can either accept them, or you can just let them slip by like sand in an hourglass, not take advantage of the opportunity. Are you watching on your phone, or are you on your computer? If you're on your computer, fair enough. It's probably not a fantastic viewing experience. Well, I can't argue with 20. Yeah, but I don't normally stream this late, so who knows? Dylan says, I gotta go record some audio. Good luck on your new format trial. Hope you get lots of new viewers and fans. Thank you, Dylan. See, Dylan is positivity. Try some new things. Thank you, Dylan, and have a good night. Enjoy your audioing. Now we're back down to 19, probably. No, we're up to 21. See, just needed something different. Now I just got to keep my eye on where the camera is, because I keep moving and it's not very forgiving I can't choose it. I can't make it put me in horizontal, even like it's just it is what it is as far as I'm aware. I mean, I suppose I could make a custom layout. Let's try that custom layout. Oh no, it says coming soon, so not even available currently. I'm more critical for the laughs, says Awesome One. Oh look, you know, as Jake said, it's all about. Is this guy? I made this guy the same color as the things behind it. That's probably not a good idea. Oh, no, I haven't. I just need to sort him out. Where is it? Actions. Very good. There's a reason this view is generally relegated to shorts because it's difficult to endure for any length of time. I mean, it looks fine to me on the desktop. You know, it's not bad. I guess it depends on what screen you're looking at on. Omeglitch says, I just noticed tonight with streaming, there's a restream, there's a vertical option. It's a thing. Yeah, no, I'm streaming this through StreamYard right now. So it is an option in StreamYard to verticalize. It is a thing. It's just really whether or not it's a thing worth doing. That's the question. That's the question we're trying to answer tonight. Get a little bit of reconnaissance, do a little bit of research. You know, test the waters, so to speak. Granted, it is a little unusual for me to be streaming at this time of the night, but like I said, you know, sometimes you just got to go with it. I forgot I can zoom in. But if I watch you like this on my phone, I can't see the chat too, so it's sort of counterproductive. I looked at it on my phone, I could see the chat. The only problem is I couldn't interact with the chat, and I get that is a problem. So it, like, yeah. Like I was saying earlier, that I did see there is a way apparently to stream both, but I didn't get that far. And I have a sneaking suspicion it's just, yeah, do 2 streams at once, which wouldn't really work. One day the kids will realize that phones can turn on their side for better viewing. Until that day, they're not going to learn, Mo. It's just not who they are. It's just not their vibe, like you said. It's always important when something new pops up to, you know, have a little look around, send out the little feelers, see what you can ascertain. If it doesn't work, no harm, no foul. Normally, this would be my time when I'm recording a short of some kind. So I don't see it really kind of taking over anyway, because I do still need to record shorts. But I was getting annoyed at a friggin' panel I was doing the other day. I just stopped recording, went inside. Just wasn't working the way I wanted it to. And we're back to 90. Thank you for keeping the count going. I'm sure I've had 19 viewers on a morning draw stream on many an occasion. Surely. The draw streams are far and away the least popular. But, I thought with the shorts, I can get anywhere between 2 and 25,000. Surely someone's interested in comic book art creation out there. No. At least not in like real time. People will tolerate it if you can speed it up 10,000%. That's fair enough. So, any Elon brain chip streams available? Not that I'm aware of. Mo says, I have a feeling this experiment will go the way of Bancroft's Twitch thought error. And he says, he reminds me, yeah, they're interested for 30 to 60 seconds. That's what I reckon is the thing with these. I didn't find any videos about vertical streams that are, kind of younger than about a year. And that's when they were introduced. And I think people got excited about it and then they realized no one watches them for that reason. What do they say? You never you miss 100% of the shots you never take. Just wait till Shelby's ducks get transplanted into my brain. Please no. Let's not have that happen. There's hundreds of views coming in from shorts. They just leave too quickly to affect the count. They're like neutrinos just bouncing through. They're so fast. No one notices. Down to 17 now, Mo. You missed a couple. Feeding the ducks is annoying. I agree. Don't need it. How do you light a vertical hand from above? That is the question. I guess like this, maybe. All right. Like that, I guess. Bit there. Bit there. Good to go. Just do all that. All right, we did some things. Got through the hour. What did we get to? Let me save it. Jake says nobody knows I got sick from Heroes. I hear a couple of people did. Yeah, Camel was super sick. No, we got to show. It's not going to let me. Anyway. Oh, I can just show it like this. There you go. That's what I did. An hour's work, including the waffling. And yeah, back up to 20 viewers now. Who knows? Maybe they're seeing it through this 21. No, 20. Maybe they're seeing it through the short speed. I'm going to close it and I'm going to check. Do you reckon I could check now? It says analytics. Let's have a look. Analytics. What does it say? Viewer activity. Yeah. Yeah. Stream health. It says stream is healthy. Stream health is excellent. What does that mean? Yeah, it doesn't tell me. I think you probably have to close it to understand anything. All right, let's get out of this. Yeah. All right. To all the new viewers, check out Bancroft's book. It's Skibidi Slaps. And look where the chats go up, right at the top there. Stream health is you're connected to the web. Well, that's good. That seems like a basic thing. Yeah, don't share cups and toothbrushes with Camel. Trust me, I know from experience. All right, I think experiment is done. Maybe I'll do it again tomorrow and annoy you all again. You know, you got to get some data on this. This is too small a sample size. Get some, you know, more data points to be able to really know whether or not this is an epic failure or a success. Maybe it'll turn up in the short stream later. I don't think so. But anyway, I don't have any other vertical videos to play other than my trailer, so that's what you're getting. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see. If not, I'll definitely see you for the art share. All right, everyone. Bye.
1,000 dreams. 1,000 disappointments. Just reflections of reflections. And now, you.
Who are you?
I'm the mirror. I can show you things that can't be found with a fist. Has anyone ever told you about the Lucent?
What is it?
Not what. Who? This world is not what you think it is. Shine a light on it. You may not like what you find. And the brighter the light,